Time for another sprint sermon, aiming to deliver a hope-filled message in under 2 minutes. Now, I want us to think again about this idea of calling out to God during our times of crisis. But what about the times when we are the ones who've messed up, when we have landed ourselves in trouble? Will God hear our cries for help then? Well, bouncing off the last video, God had rescued his people, the Israelites, from slavery in Egypt. But instead of keeping to the God who had rescued them, they turned their back on him and started worshipping other gods. And things got really messy from there. They came under attack from other nations, and their very survival is in doubt. We're told that in those times, in this new crisis, they called out to God again for help. But hadn't they already burnt that bridge? No. When they called out, God does help them. He sent a new leader, those times they called them judges, to win the battle and bring in a time of peace, even though they were the ones who had messed things up. And that's the kind of God that I'm delighted to hear about, who forgives and helps us, even when it's us who have made the mistakes and landed ourselves in a mess. My story comes into that. I had messed up my relationship with God, but when I called out to him, I found out that he had already done everything that was needed to rescue me. He'd sent his son Jesus to die on a cross to forgive me for everything that I've done wrong and restore the broken relationship. Now that is something you can find out more about today.